Yo, what's good? What's happening, patterns? What's going on, pattern watchers? Patterns all day. Projections all day. What's good? Gailey, what's good, man? How you doing? Alejandro, how you doing, my friend? Thank you. Seems like we're charged tonight, people, man. I'm guessing a few of you made a buck or two today. What's good, PC? What's good, man? Sonny Biggs, what's good? Got your shoes ready for you, man. They've been shipped off. So they got sent today at the post office. So I'm going to be sending some stuff over to you so you can track it, man. It's all good, Demi, man. Just watch the replay. It's not going to be a super long stream tonight, guys. We're going to get straight to it. We're going to be talking exactly about what has happened so that we can all understand why Bitcoin did what she did, okay? But regardless of whatever she did, okay, we need to understand what was happening beforehand, all right? Let's see who's in here today. Wicked. What's going on? Mike, Jared. What's good, Jared? I nearly said hello to Streamlabs then. I thought it was someone. Jesus, man. No worries, Galu. We can arrange that. Yeah, man. 78% today. Wow. Mr. Dutchy in the place. What's good, Dutchy? Yo, guys, spam the chat. Spam the chat with the name Dutch. Show some appreciation. This guy has been spending hours sorting out t-shirts. You know, doing all the behind the scenes work, guys. Just spam the chat with the name Dutch. You know, thank you so much, bro. 6 out of 6. There you go. Dutch, there you go. There you go, Mike. Dutch, 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 Dutch. Pass the Dutchy, Mike. There you go. There you go. All right, and guys, let's get on with it. So what's everyone saying? Is everyone all good tonight? We've got some very interesting price action to discuss today. All right. We're going to consider Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Ripple, well, XRP. I mean, they are both, I mean, the behavior between all three of these coins has been unbelievable. We do have a couple of interesting behaviors by some of the majors in terms of Forex. I mean, look at dollar yen, 10 days away from its peak. That is crazy. Look at them just forming the low right here. 109 is being seen again. All right. What else have we got? GBP USD. Look at that, man. They're holding all the majors. Look, we're into Tuesday going into Wednesday. Or are we? What day is it today? Yeah. Going into Wednesday, they're holding the majors. But we're here to talk about the big boys. The Bitcoins, the Ethereums, and Ripple. All right, then. Okay, the question that I've got for people here tonight. How many of you took any trades today? Did anyone ride this move to the upside? I need to know. Yeah. I'm bringing it up now. It's just transitioning over. Did anyone ride the move today? Yes, Boomer, I know. Fucking hell. 6K from it. Nice. Yeah, any XRP. That's all good. I mean, people that were going short today, I was seeing a few videos on YouTube today. You know, some players out there were going short on Bitcoin. And that is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Now, this was before this move, of course. You know, I've seen the videos. Everyone was talking about going short. And I was just thinking, wow. You know, people are just still basing everything on a technical standpoint. And that's not how it works. Yeah? Yeah, I'll look at that for you. Got messed up by Bitcoin. Cloud FX. What happened, bro? It's all psychology, guys. Can you imagine what was going on here? I mean, look, guys, from Sunday, right? We had Monday, Tuesday, okay? Wednesday starting now, okay? But look what was going on. Here's Saturday, Sunday in this zone here. I mean, this is why you don't trade Mondays. And then look, they started it on the Tuesday. Bang, out the zone. Stop punt low, rise. Again, shift out. I'm going to explain this a little bit more, man. Shorts got rinsed. Yeah, this is what I mean about the market makers, man. Look what they do. They keep you in these zones, The first signal, okay, that you should be looking at, all right? The first thing you need to consider is what is price doing at the key moving averages? Yeah? Just look at it. It's flat. There's nothing happening. All right? Now, if you consider our infamous psychological high, I mean, she's just played ever so well. Probing. Yeah? She was being probed. Look at that. First psychological high, psychological low. And look what they did. So if you're trying to work out where you stand, if you know you're near the psychological high and lows, okay, look at where price is in relation to those lines and look at how many times they tap it. Look, the first tap up here, bring it back down, okay? Tap the 200, tap again, tap again, tap. They keep working the lows. There were the clues right there, okay? Tapped it one more time, brought it back. Tapped it another time, sucked in all the guys to go long and then completely took them off guard and then triggered all the shorts. Everyone was thinking, yeah, I'm going short now because Bitcoin is on its way down. It's double top. Look at this shit here. Double top. What double top, man? What double top? This is what I mean when you base things on a purely on a technical standpoint. You're just going to get squashed. So many guys played the range of the Asian session. Look, this is a range for people. All right? They play that range. They set their orders and they anticipate that if it breaks out of the Asian high, we're going to go long. Well, that's exactly what happened. Guys were watching it, came down and tested the 50 EMA and rose out. Right? It rose out, spiked the high, pulled it back, completely took out all the guys who went long in this instance. That's why there's a wick. That's why they spiked and pulled back. No, they didn't go near the psychological low. The psychological low's down here. Look. Let me get rid of these lines here, man. Whoa. Let me just zoom out for you, just to clear up the chart a little bit. Because I was doing some work today. Okay then. Cool. Okay, wonderful. What have we got here? What is happening here? Let me look at this. Oh god, yeah. Coinbase Pro thing tomorrow. Didn't even cross my mind. You reckon that could be a reason for such a rise? Yeah, I mean, look, XRP is now being listed back on exchanges. I mean, I'm going to have a look at XRP in just a short moment. I just want to establish the behavior of Bitcoin. All right, just so you guys are all up to gear with what has been happening today. All right, shorted that double top, 13 EMA in and out. Engineer, fantastic. You know, if you're shorting double tops on smaller time frames and you're paying yourself, happy days. But the general consensus was, okay, across the board, people were going short in this area, man. They were going short in this area here. Look, one double top. And do you remember from last night's video? Sorry, yesterday's projection. All right. We spoke about understanding if this M formation plays out, and if it doesn't, we go continue to the upside. We understand that we're in a cycle. All right. Look, W formation to the downside, rise level 1, retrace, rise level 2, retrace. Level 2 still needed to be confirmed. Rise level 3. Okay, we knew this move was going to happen. This is why both projections, all three nearly, yeah? First projection, watch last night, no, watch the stream 2 nights ago on Sunday night. Watch that stream. I said 61,649, 63,682, okay? Just look at the precision right there. Just pings it and comes back. If you watched that stream on Sunday, you would have understood it. You would have seen it and you would have understood why these zones were getting hit. Okay? So important. Watch the projections channel, guys, and watch the streams. Everything is in there for you. Everything. Tim Westwood. Right, 2 seconds. I'm just going to do something. Then we're going to work on something else. Right. Right, okay then. Here we go. Okay then, cool. So, the projections, all right, they are the basis of this strategy. I keep banging on about it. Projections, projections, man. It's the secret to the strategy. If you go back in time and pick out the patterns and see the cycles and the levels play out, okay, in hindsight, yes, hindsight, but then you're doing it for a reason. Okay, it's part and parcel of the strategy. You need to understand it in hindsight, because how are you going to understand its development in foresight? How are you going to know that this pattern right here, the level 3 move to the upside, how do we not know that this is the start of the first leg of the M formation? How do we know that? Well, if we go back in time, we look at any previous peaks and we say first rise to the upside, first leg, M formation, drop. Wait for it to come back and takes the previous high. Yes, no. Establish the criteria. When you go through price, okay, previously, you will see the pattern, and then when you come to the hard right of the chart, you will say, okay, I've seen this pattern before. Let me project it. Do your lines, take a screenshot, put it away, come back the next day, see where you're at. If you were correct with the projection, happy days. If you weren't, understand why. And it's okay if you weren't, because you may not have read that it could be in a level 2 cycle. You know, it could have reset. All right. So there's always going to be free room for you to effectively be wrong. OK, but once you become more and more proficient in understanding what is happening in the development of a pattern, all right, you'll then be in a position to say, right, I know that's not a valid pattern that's coming into play. OK, this just looks like a continuation or an extension. Yeah. Are we on the same page, guys? Is Jerome in here? Jerome, oh my days. Jerome Washington, what is good, bro? It's been a while, man. Where have you been? Oh, we're seeing some of the old school guys. The old school guys who were in the streams from day one. What's going on? What is happening? Final boss comes next. This is it, man. This is it. Look, this level 2 consolidation right here. All right. So remember, when we come out of level 1, this consolidation right here, rise level 1 ends right here. All right. So this is how you need to project your charts. Find the first consolidation period. Okay. Write out level 1. Okay. This is where level 1 ends. Okay. Important here. Get this down. Level 1 ends when the consolidation period of level 1 effectively starts to change direction. You know you've got level 2 start. So you're effectively looking for the low for level 2 start. Okay. So then you draw out level 2 start. Okay. And look what you see. W formation. That is a sound, right? Retrace back to the moving averages. Notice 50 EMA, 200 EMA, even the 800 EMA cross on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah. So the 50 EMA on the 1 hour time frame crosses the 200 EMA on the 1 hour time frame, but the 15-minute time frame is the 200 and the 800 right there. Okay. So level 1 end, level 2 start, rise. Level 2 end is up here. Right. That's level 2 end. And we are waiting for a clean. When I'm talking clean, I'm talking that, you know, cutthroat, razor blade, sharp breakthrough in price. And that's what you got today, guys. All right. You got that clean move to the upside. So level 3 effectively started here. All right. The lows of the level 2 consolidation. So level 3 start. All right. This is where we are. Level 3 start. And then look, we move out of the zone. Could this be the start of level 3? Could it end level 3? Level 3 end? Maybe. How will we know if it is or it isn't? Well, first things first. Where is Bitcoin today? All right. What's the first thing, yeah, you need to be looking for when you see big moves like this? Come on. Let's get interactive. What's the first thing you need to see? Bingo. Someone said it. ADR high. That's all I needed to hear. There you go. That's it, guys. You're getting it now. You're getting it. Check this. Let's look at the ADR from the absolute low, okay, right here, all the way to the absolute high. 40,078, right? 40,078 pips, right? It has completely wiped its average daily range. It needs to pull back, all right? That is a massive move. They can move away from the average daily range, okay? And they can go beyond it, but they need to bring it back. Look, M5 has been taken. Let's start again. M2 confirmation. M2 got confirmed in the Asian session. Look at the shift candle. Their intention was clear. Look. This is why it's so important you understand what is going on behind a candlestick. Don't simply say that's a bullish engulfing pattern. Understand what's going on. Okay, you've got a previous zone right here where the market makers had previously built longs at lower prices. They induced the shorts and brought it all the way back down, triggered all the guys to go short. Some dumbasses went short down here. Look at, and the reason we know that is because that's where the wick ended. That's where the orders were stopped. All right, market makers reversed price, hit the New York session, New York reversal, came back down and played this game with them. Notice, stopping volume, yeah? Look at this confluence of candlesticks right here. Absorbing orders, stopping volume, longs getting built, longs. Why is it? They were selling off, okay? And no price wasn't going anywhere. It was sticking to this zone. They were holding the zone. This candle right here showed the intention in the Asian session. Remember, the Asian session is always going to build and set up the range for the next few sessions. So that Hong Kong get on the phone to the guys in Europe and explain to them, yo guys, we trapped $400 million up here in liquidity longs and we got $300 million of shorts down here. All right, well, the market maker is going to move to the side with the most liquidity, even if it is just $100 million in difference. It doesn't matter. He's always going to tap the part of the chart or where the pools of liquidity sit. Okay, so what does he do? He rises price, he brings it back down, stop punt rise, triggers that liquidity pool right there, hits all the longs that went, all the guys that went long in this area here, triggers them, gets them all filled. At the same time, he then decides to reverse price, opens his shorts, triggers all the guys, stop losses, gets his longs filled at another lower area, and before you know it, does all of this in confluence with the psychological high. So the psychological high here, this was his support zone, okay, come into play yet again. All right, and then the next candle, solid open, solid close, and then moved price out of the zone. All right, they shifted out of the zone. It is unbelievable what Bitcoin did today, guys. Completely took out the M2 pivot point right here. Confirmation of that area. If M2 is valid, it means M4 is in sight, projection hit. If M3 is valid, M5 is in sight, projection hit. Then we started seeing various air. Look, that was from Sunday night stream, guys. Look at that, to the pip and pulled it back, you know, to the pip and back. That's what you guys need to understand. You get, guys, listen, I'm gonna say it again, okay? Ask yourself the question, all right? Look at the red candles. Why are we seeing red candles and price isn't going anywhere? Ask yourself. Yeah? Ask yourself why it's not going anywhere. Yeah? Because they're building longs at lower points in this zone. Notice they did it all below the 60k mark. What do market makers do? They build their longs below key notable areas so they can absorb the best possible price below that zone so that they can get a perfect fill on the way out and get those orders taken and realized and profit banked in their pockets. There's nothing more to say, guys. All right? There's nothing more to say. Are we good with Bitcoin? Hugo, it's not when, okay? We know at some point they will, but we can't tell you exactly when. That's the nature of this game. We will never know where they will put, well, we can use the element of confluences to work out where they could send price.
We have an idea where they can send it, okay? But we won't know when. For all we know, this move to the upside could continue for another day or so. It could continue up until the New York reversal, okay? And then it could come back down to this point. But what we understand is there is going to be a moment where she does come back down and test this area here, okay? My projection is still valid for 70,000. I've been calling 70,000 for a long time, and we've been rising all the way up towards it. Next projection is 65,592. But before we see that, we need to see a little bit of a consolidation. Market makers need to reset. They need to get the guys committed again into the belief that we could go higher. Yeah? Look, the Coinbase listing tomorrow, it can do one of two things. It can be great or it can be bad. All right? And I ain't going to tell you whether to hold or sell, guys. All right? I ain't going to tell you to do any of that stuff. All right? I'm going to tell you how to understand the behavior. If I got rid of the whole annotation of the chart, didn't show you the price, didn't show you what symbol we were trading, and we just talked about the chart itself, you wouldn't care what it was. You would see the pattern and you would know to enter or to exit purely on understanding the behavior of what price is doing. And when I say what price is doing, how the market makers are moving the liquidity. That's all you need to do. You need to understand the importance of why these red candles came into play, yet price didn't go anywhere. Anyone that saw these red candles, this is why everyone was understanding that Bitcoin was going to drop today. This is why there were these guys on YouTube saying Bitcoin's going to go short. I'm going to put my short on Bitcoin. Happy days. All right. They were seeing these red candlesticks, not these ones particular, just red and green candlesticks. They were seeing these big, long, bearish, engulfing pattern sticks. All right. They were just getting sucked in. Guys were building shorts. Look, shorts. And they were saying, right, there's a range here. Okay, I'm going to set my stop above this area here. Happy days. I know it's not going to go up there because, look, we've been rising for so long. We need to come back down and at least consolidate. The moving averages are sort, they're quite extended, fanned out. We need to come back down. We don't need to come back down. We need to understand what they're trying to make us think. All right. And everyone got a good taste of that today. Red candles not going anywhere, staying above the 200 EMA, which is the 50-day EMA, 50 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. Just look how many times it hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many times are you going to tap a zone and not let it go anywhere? The reason they kept hitting this zone is because guys were fighting with the intention of the short. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to send price down lower because everyone was thinking Bitcoin was going to drop. And then all of a sudden, look what happens. Price completely explodes. But the reason why we understood it exploding and moving to the upside is because we know that there is a cycle in play. Look, Bitcoin has been effectively stuck in this zone, accumulating contracts all and around the 800 EMA, all right, which is the 200-day on the 1 hour time frame. All right. And when you go down to the 200 on the 1 hour time frame, yeah, and the 800 EMA on the 1 hour time frame is the 4 hour 200 day. Okay. We ain't spoke about not one single indicator yet, guys. Nothing. We've just spoken about the consensus of price and how it behaves at key zones. Are we on the same page, guys? Give me the ones. Let me know where you at, because I can talk for days. Anton, if you're struggling with your trade, you shouldn't be in it, man. You can't be in a trade and be saying to help you. What could I tell you to do that's going to change the way you feel? Only you are in control of that trade. All right? I don't really pay attention to altcoins, my friend. I just follow Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now, with the exception of Ripple. I mean, Ripple has been behaving herself. In it, PC. My guy PC. Wow. In it, Mike. Mr. Dutch. Had a good conversation with him today. What's this? Oh man, people are hating XRP. Listen, it could be XRP, it could be Fetch, it could be Hot, it could be GRT, it could be absolutely any coin. If it's rising to the upside and there's a cycle in play, I'm trading it. Yeah? I'm always going to trade it. Because we understand something. Here we go. What's Bitcoin looking at doing right now? What is this? What do we understand? We need confirmation. Yeah, there's a lot that Bitcoin's doing. There's a lot of, and you know what? Based on what I'm understanding with Bitcoin, okay, she's going to go through that phase again where she completely takes and ruins, right? Completely ruins the concept of technical analysis, and it just keeps going and going and going. When it gets to that situation, you know the shit is being influenced psychologically. Don't tell me you're going to pick and choose between when it's psychological and when it's technical. It's always going to be psychological, all right? And a lot of people are struggling to understand that, which is why 95% of all the retail traders lose in this game, because all they do is just focus on fucking indicators. And when people say, you know, the bearish engulfing, the divergence, don't get me wrong, divergences do work, but people put too much influence on them. No one looks at what's going on with price. Why is it rising? What's the market maker trying to get me to believe? Why in this zone here, okay, were people going short? What, because they saw big red bearish engulfing patterns? Bullshit, doesn't work. If they wanted to sell it off, why were they allowing these candles to sell off at the higher points? Why? Because when price is at a higher point and a red candle appears, it's the market maker getting in his longs at that point as cheaply as possible. Yeah? That's why you see these big, look how structured they are. Bang, they hit a certain zone. Bang, certain zone. And another zone. And another zone. Stopping volume. Let's go back. Another zone. 3 vectors right here. Stopping volume, stopping volume, stopping volume. They didn't want to allow, look, they weren't allowing the retail trader to realize a profit. He got them trapped good here. First session, first psychological high, psychological low. Got them trapped really good in this zone. All right. This move was beastie, man, from Bitcoin. Yeah. Absolute beastie move. I'm so impressed with Bitcoin. What's going to happen next? Well, we got Asian session coming into play. How are they going to respond to this move? Are we going to see some profit taking? Are we still in level 3 move to the upside? Because look, she's broken out the zone here. All right. That's the absolute high. She broke out of it. Okay. And she's come back and tested the 50 EMA, which is only the 13 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. Drop down to the 1 hour time frame. What do you see? What do you see? Look. You see them pinning the 13 EMA. Pin, pin, pin. What reason do you have to get out of a trade to the upside if the 5 and the 13 EMA haven't crossed over yet and price hasn't closed below it? Yeah? I'm not seeing market makers up here. I'm seeing retail traders trying to work out whether to go short or not. But we understand that we're in level 3. So there is still a move to the upside. But then it could actually break down. We know that price may need to visit this area. It's the when that we're trying to establish. And when we work out the when, or should I say, once the development of the when occurs, we're going to see that with price breaking down from the 5 and the 13 EMA. All right. We will see her on the 15-minute time frame. All right. Start to take out the 50 EMA. All right. As long as we're good on that, guys, I'm going to move to the next coin. Zach, if you want to get these indicators, my friend, okay, go into the description and there's a link for IC Markets. Once you've done that, make sure you make your way to the Discord, all right? And the Discord will have a channel in there which is labeled as indicators, and you'll be able to download the indicators free of charge, okay? Jerome, you're spamming something. Hold on. Here we go. I have an absolutely sick trading range schematic based on the Michael Saylor conference and a long-term range that shows why these previous rejections the last few days happened. Yo, that'd be interesting to see, to be fair. So you know what, Jerome? You're the only person, right, that I'll pay attention to when it does come to fundamentals. All right? Either you know what you're talking about, or for some reason you just trigger something in my mind. You're making me give the benefit of the doubt that fundamentals effectively does play a role. But the problem that I've got with fundamentals as a scalper, as a fast in, fast out trader, by the time the news is absorbed, it either happened beforehand or I'm going to be in and out before it can actually happen. So I'll never sit through a news announcement. This is in light for Forex. In crypto, at any moment's notice, someone could open Twitter, someone could come out and say, this is happening, and it's going to affect the whole board. All right? Coinbase IPO, that's just going to bring a huge amount of volume to the company itself. They're going to have so much liquidity behind them. All right? That's going to be great for the guys who are involved with Coinbase. All right? And the general, the general view across the whole board, I mean, it's only just an IPO, let's be honest. All right? It's only going to be good for the stockholders. All right? Or is it going to change the way Coinbase operates? Are they going to reduce their costs? Are they, because they've had a cash injection? Like, what is it really going to do for the cryptocurrency world? Yeah, this is what I want to understand. That's interesting. XRP on market cipher failed hardly. Or hardly failed, what are you saying? That'll be interesting. No. Bilal, listen, guys. The patterns and the cycles are all the same across the board. Don't be changing no moving averages. You start adding moving averages, you're taking away the context of what's being said here. All right? Don't add no 21 day, no 100 day, no 53 day, or don't add no other EMAs other than the 5, the 13, the 50, 200 and 800 EMAs. That's all you need, guys. All right? Fair enough, Milt. That makes sense. It's going to validate crypto. Fair enough. Chutty, this is what we're effectively looking for. Yeah, this is it. 5,000 EMA. How do you come to the conclusion of drawing the pattern you have at the top of Bitcoin when the candles don't take that shape? How did I come to the understanding of this pattern? Well, because, look. All right, it's extended. I'm expecting Bitcoin to come back, okay? But we're in level 3. Level 3 is the most choppy and the most aggressive of the levels. Level 1 and level 3, okay? Just look at what's going on here. You've effectively got left shoulder, head, right shoulder in this area. Or we've got an M formation up here. Look, very small one. Yeah? Tap the high, pull it back, tap the high again. Don't allow price to exceed the previous high. Done. Move back down. Come, excuse me. Comes back down to the 50 EMA. Forms a base. Look, they sold off again. But why didn't it go any lower? Why are they rejecting this area? Because they want to get longs at cheaper prices. Look how the candle recovers itself. So, we will only know if their intention is to send price higher if the Asian session comes in and price continues up. That's all we've got to deal with, guys. That's all we've got to deal with. Jerome, there you go. I genuinely believe, Jerome, you are the fundamentalist to this exact approach. We need to have a conversation. I genuinely believe that. Because I can't challenge what you're saying. Because I've given you the psychology, you've given me the theory. Alright? So, we need to have a conversation. There you go. MLG Martin pretty much said it. Once insiders become millionaires, billionaires at Coinbase and allocate their gains in different portfolios, cash, real estate, the mass of the gains will pour into Bitcoin, Ethereum and market. Happy days. Yeah? So what they're doing right now is they're just holding the zone. I bet you tonight's session, guys, we'll see a little bit of movement. But I think with the IPO coming into play, it's going to be interesting, which makes sense. Now it's just clicked. Look at the currency pairs. Why are the majors holding? Yeah? Is there any financial news coming out tomorrow that we don't know about other than Coinbase IPO? Is that going to have an effect on fiat? Are they just going to put all their money into cryptocurrency? Let's look at gold. Typical. What do we see? When investors are scared or concerned about the general economy, what do? They shift out of the zone and start pumping money into gold. Did we not project this zone? Oh my days, look at that. That was pretty close. That was the previous projection point. On a couple of streams ago, we said that gold would need to come back down to this zone. And she came, what? How far away was she? She was 18 pips away from it. I mean, that's pretty close, guys. You would have earned a penny or two if you went short on gold when she formed the pattern up here. Even if you missed the pattern, M formation, drop, retrace, level 1. Yeah, level 1 right there. Spikes the high, rejects the 800 EMA, breaks through the 50. Your entry's on the close of that candle. You're saying to me that you wouldn't have been able to realize a profit of 141 pips. Imagine you having £10 per pip. Right, that's 1,400 quid. Yeah, £1,400 in a couple of, well, in several hours, but you get the idea, yeah? And notice, typical. What do you see? Psychological high, respects it, pulls away. Psychological low, breaks through it, comes back down, retests it, continuation down. Market makers step in, they've hit price in the key area that they wanted to achieve, they've reversed it back up. Yeah? Are we getting this? Are we getting this? Can you just clarify how the psychological high and low are set? Was discussing in Discord how they are set and was some different opinions. If you could explain time zones, I might finally get. Okay, Mr. Dub. The psychological high and the psychological low, pretty simple. Okay? It's the first high and the first low of the first start of the crypto market. Okay? So that is 12 a.m. Sunday night. All right? So look. In Forex, the psychological high and low starts at 10 p.m. GMT Sunday night. All right? That's when it starts in Forex. So when it opens, well, this is an hour forward, okay? But it's normally 10 p.m. GMT Sunday night. That's when the Forex market opens. The first high and then the first low that is achieved, that's where the psychological high and low are formed. That psychological high will print across the whole screen for the whole week. All right? Now, the market makers use that zone to set the range. That's why Monday was a shitty day. Because they're working the zone. They're getting their orders filled. Look at Bitcoin. Look at what she was doing. Yeah? The psychological high formed here. There it is right there. See these green lines? It formed here. The first high. That was the first low because that's where the low of the day hypothetically was. Okay, so that was the lowest part of price. It started to pull away, so it read that that was the low. Then it went up, went up, went up, and when it stopped and pulled back to consolidate for a long period of time, okay, it establishes the high. Okay, so the algorithm within this indicator works that out, and then it stays all the way across, and it's going to keep going until the final on the Saturday night, Sunday morning, where it forms the new psychological high and low. The psychological high and low is the area that market makers work the zone to build their spreads. All right. They've got new targets. They've got new money coming into the market. They need to try and get it filtered into the system, induce traders to get committed because they come to the market with new pools of money and people need to be interested in going long in Bitcoin, going short in Bitcoin. A market maker needs to be there to supply that liquidity, because if no one buys or no one sells, there's no market maker to buy a long or buy a short, right? That's why he's the market maker. He makes the market. We're just there with our trigger fingers, just tapping buttons, hoping that we can grab trades, and the market maker's there just giving us the orders. He's making a profit on that single transaction, and then he's setting up price to trap you to keep your money committed so that he can reverse the price, okay, and hit your margin and get you to close your trade. The broker takes the trade, gives the cut to the market maker, and chips. Happy days. Welcome to trading, guys. And everyone thought it was technically based. Shit, man. That's crazy. Pancho, what's good, man? Seems like Euro USD. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it does look like Euro USD. Let me have a look. Hold on. Let's have a look at Euro USD. I mean, Euro USD, it's... The thing is, it's effectively... It's not really rising. Yeah, look, it hasn't been rising at all. It's just been stuck in the zone. All right? But now they've moved out of this zone. Okay? This final pump to the upside, it just stinks of market maker manipulation. I just don't trust it. All right? Guys, listen, don't worry about the altcoins. They ain't going to do anything for you. All right? If you want to know how your altcoin is doing, look at Ethereum, which brings me to that. I'll get back to Euro USD in a second. Let's look at Ethereum. You want to understand what she's doing, your altcoin? Study the basis that it survives on. You know, Ethereum, she's the one that's in control. As Tony says, you know, the queen. She's the queen. She runs the show. Beautiful projection points. Look, 2,296. We projected it last night. 2,244. We projected it last night in the projections channel. If you haven't joined that, you haven't subscribed to that channel, go and make yourself available and just join that channel because I upload videos there every single day. Okay, it got deleted. It got suspended because I made a silly boomer mistake. Okay, but subscribe to that channel because I do the projections, and the reason I have that channel is for the people who can't sit through the stream. Granted, these streams are long, okay, but it's because I'm regurgitating information and we're talking about so many aspects to the chart, okay? So make sure you join that channel if you want 10-15 minute videos of where Bitcoin's going to go. Ethereum is just a projection, and I just relay the information from 3 hours into 10 minutes. Wow, it's pretty fun doing it as well. So Ethereum, I mean, look, they are just so extended from their ranges, guys. All right, average daily range is 1,214 pips. It's actually exceeded now. It's risen. What did she do today? 1,829 pips, man. Look at that move. We are coming down. We need to come down because they're so extended. But at the end of the day, this game is psychological. If they want to keep rising price, they will. They can forget the ADR. They know that they've got till Friday to get it back into the zone. All right? When it all resets, they bring it back into the zone on Friday. We're going to see some aggressive behavior tomorrow, guys. I'm telling you. And funnily enough, it's on a Wednesday. Funnily enough, it's a midweek reversal. But then tomorrow could come and we might not even see anything happening. They might just screw everyone over tomorrow. They may not even do anything. You always have to have that aspect in there. Because if you just think, yep, Coinbase, lots of liquidity, great for investors, everyone's going to be buying Bitcoin because everyone's going to make a ton of money. You know the amount of times that I've made that assumption and I've come to the charts and nothing happened. Well, that throws you off completely. You're thinking, hold on a sec. Fundamental news should actually make this move, and it's not. That's what's scary about it, guys. They can do whatever they want. You know? Euro USD. Forming the base. She's going to come back and test this zone. If it's not midweek reversal, okay? Because look, she's 3.75 away from the ADR times 3. So she's exceeded that range by 0.75. All right? 7 days away from the peak. She's been rising for 7 days. All right? So you've got to keep an eye out on Euro USD. She won't just drop straight away. She will form a base. First leg, let's see how it plays. Let's see how it plays. This is the absolute high. This is projection, guys. Look, that's all you're doing. Screenshot and see where she goes. Bitcoin wish, yeah. Pulling back now. Okay. I don't know if it's printed on there, man. I don't know. Tomorrow, Ethereum Berlin upgrade. Happy days. Okay. No worries, Alicia. Yeah, it can't always go up. It can always go up and it can always go down. That's the thing. Base design, no worries, man. Anytime. Talking to himself. Of course I'm talking to myself, you donut. I like talking to myself. Get rid of that bread, man. Yeah, XRP looks like she's pulling back. Happy days. Another opportunity to get in good, maybe. Depends on what she does, though. Yeah? She could have actually come back down. Let me bring the chart up now. Here we go. Let's have a look. Here we go. Done. There's Ripple XRP right now. Okay. There's XRP. Now, we've been following XRP for a little while. We've been laying out these projections. They've been working well. Patrons have been sitting nicely with these projections, man. We've been talking about these moves. All right. Didn't really do anything here. W formation. Rise level 1. Rise level 2. Projection level 3. Peak formation. Let's see. What do we know? Aggressive move from the upside. We've got to see the 200 EMA at some point, which is the 50-day EMA on the hourly. I mean, look, it's just too much. It needs to retrace, trigger the intention yet again. Yeah? I mean, look, let's have a look at Ethereum. Let's bring Ethereum up on here. Who said they're really effing with Ethereum? They ain't doing that, man. Look, she's fine. Look, they're all extended away from the moving averages. That's all they're doing. That is all they're doing. They're just bringing it up, resetting the zone, done. Right? We will know where we stand in light of a pattern. That's what we anticipate. If it doesn't work out, no problem. What do? We project a different direction. Now we're just waiting. Come back down, test the 50 EMA on the hourly. If she comes back up, all right, she will show us the activity. The M4 patterns are effectively looking at resetting later on in the Asian session. Now it's a waiting game. People made some good money today. They made a lot of money today. Now we need to get these guys to commit that money back in. So how does the market maker do that? Encourages to buy the dip. Oh, how unfortunate, man. Mad days. People's channel, what's good, man? People's channel, man. That's all good, man. Nice one, bro. People made a lot of money. All right, guys. Let's do this. How many of you today at least made 20%? Projections channel is pinned to the top. All right, I'll just do it. I'll delete it. Hold on. Hold on a sec. There you go. There's the projections channel right there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Shit. All right, so all of you guys made above 20%. 500% today, bro. Oh, my days. It's Carl. For a beginner, what would you suggest investing in first? Yourself, my friend. Start from the first video that I put on this YouTube channel and work from there, my friend. Ned, Crypto Ned, no problem. 10%. Guys, listen. It's all good. Everyone is eating cake today. Cake. Man, I love cake. I do love a bit of cake, me. Don't we, PC? Oh, shit, man. Let's have a look at XRP again, man. That's where the money's at. What are we seeing here? Ooh. Right, so you now see the 5 and the 13 EMA looking to come down to each other. All right? We will know when Sydney opens. Awatas today, bro, your comment, that long comment you put in the Patreon was brilliant, bro. Telling you now, I thought you put me in that. I thought that was me. Serious, man. You said everything to a T. Said everything to a T. That was brilliant. PC, man. Where's Mike at? Mike, how you doing, bro? Wicked. Well done, Atlas, man. That's what we're talking about, man. Exactly what we're talking about. I mean, guys, listen. All right? There's nothing mystical about what... All right, I mean, okay, here we go. Look. There's nothing mystical about what I do when it comes to reading the charts. Okay? It's no different to when a mechanic who's been in the game long enough, yeah, asks you to turn on your engine and he can hear things you can't. And he can tell you it's your head gasket, it's your exhaust, you know, it's your timing chain, right? It's the cam belt. The engine sounds normal to you. And you're then sitting there thinking, how on earth have you managed to diagnose all the problems in my car by simply me turning it on? Well, can you imagine how many times this guy has turned on cars? How many times he's taken those parts out of the car and he's going to know if they work or not? The same principle applies in this trading game. Can you imagine how many times I've sat through charts, done projections? Patrons are getting access to nearly 2,000 screenshots plus, right, from all of my trades I've done in the past. All of the mistakes that I've done, all the entries, all the exits, all right? And they can see where I'm labeling everything and I'm saying, look, you fucked up here, Tino. You shouldn't have entered here. You should have gone long here, all right? If I'm going to give you guys something so you can actually realize, you know, something in yourself and make the most out of it, I have to bear all and give you everything that I've done, which I believe is going to help you. Now, what better way to look at the previous mistakes I made and you observe them, and you'll get these pictures and you print them out on your fucking wall and you say, look, that same move is exactly the same move that Tino did where he lost, but I ain't going to take this move. I'm going to exit. I'm going to close. I'm not going to enter. All these little things help, guys. And it only takes that one click, man. I'm trying to get as many people to click. The goal is to not have anybody in the stream. That's the goal. I'll tell you why. Because if you guys ain't coming into the stream, you guys are eating cake. You guys are coming in to say what's up. All right? That's what it's about. That's what my game is here, man. Yep. Anybody new to the channel, welcome to Traders Reality, man. Okay, this is we've been following Bitcoin and Ethereum's move since the 21st of January. There's over nearly 600 hours worth of streams in the YouTube channel, and I'm effectively trying to teach people this hybrid strategy that I brought together with two schools of thought. All right. And I'm going to be making, I'm going to be releasing a video very soon, and it's going to declare a massive thing. A massive thing. It was the initial goal that I had for this for this YouTube channel. All right. And it has happened in such a short amount of time, and it's happened properly. Okay. It's happened properly. You guys are going to get this video. All right. And I hope it puts things in perspective, and it shuts up everyone out there, and literally puts anyone that does a course out there, puts them to shame. All right. It puts them to shame. Straight up. Justin. I ain't enlightened, bro. I just keep seeing the same shit over and over again. Someone's got to say something. Hands up. What's up? All right then. Mark. Happy birthday, Mark. It's Mark's 40th birthday. Guys, show some love for Mark. We got to do a birthday. Happy birthday, Mark. Well done, brother. Yeah, man, that's it, man. If you guys are real, I mean, the funny thing is I've not actually told anyone where to enter, where to exit. There's no financial advice in here. This is just pure school of thought. Hermes, thank you very much, my friend. 9 for 10 since Thursday in the green. 20% up on my entire portfolio, just spot trading. 3 weeks now since joining. Keep it real, Tino. Oh, no. Bravo, man. Thank you. There you go. There's your happy birthday, Mark. Happy birthday, Mark. Well done. 40th, you know. Golden Hue, what's good? Glad you were born. Glad you were born. Joe, why wouldn't market makers want to recover the last long green candle on Bitcoin for the retrace? Your retrace doesn't cover that entire candle. All right, Joe, listen. It doesn't always have to do that. Okay? This is the mistake people are making. Let me bring it back to MT4. Okay? So we understand where we at. All right? So that we understand the nature of the game. It doesn't have to come back. Okay? If the market maker doesn't bring it back here, it means his intention's not finished. This is why I'm saying to you, okay? We don't know when they're going to move it, but at some point they will. Okay? Now, if you looked at Bitcoin from ages ago, right? There was a zone. Where was it? Where was that zone? There was this zone in Bitcoin where it was nearly 7-8 days away from this green candle, and it never recovered it until the 8th day. I'm trying to remember where it was. It recovered the candle on the 8th day. Yeah? Amount of times I've been... Look, if you're going to come into this strategy thinking you're going to wait for a green candle to appear and then go short on the basis that you think it's going to come back and recover it, you're wrong. Yeah? Because look, green candle moves up. When we see that, we know market makers are getting in their shorts at higher prices, because market makers don't buy at the highs, all right? And they don't sell at the lows, okay? They sell at the highs, okay? And they buy at the lows. Yet again, everyone, common sense thinks that you buy low and you sell high. Doesn't apply to us. That applies to the market maker. He buys lower and he sells higher. He sells into the high as it rises. He gets the best possible price before he triggers off the pattern, triggers the spike to the upside. Retail traders get in. Yippee-ki-yay, we're going to the moon. Everyone gets their boots, shuttle boots, spaceships, Teslas, you name it, SpaceX, everyone is on it, riding this move to the upside. But what happens? Pin to the high, pull it back. Pin to the high, pull it back. They regulate price and bring it back into a zone. They do exactly the same again. They trap the liquidity here. Give them the intention that they could actually go higher again. They commit their money. And then what do you see? A complete breakdown back to the 50-day, 50 EMA. Take out the shorts. Take out the stops. That's how they do it. Right now, we're stuck at the 50 EMA. We've got a session, couple of sessions coming in. Sydney, Tokyo, and Hong Kong. We're waiting for those guys to play out. How are they going to respond to this zone? If this Coinbase IPO is going to be a massive thing, ain't going to happen until New York tomorrow. All right? So from that point, could they bring price back down, recover this green candle? All right? Could they actually break down price? All right? fill the longs at lower prices. Okay, close the shorts and fill the longs at lower prices. Tap the 200 EMA, which is the 50 EMA on the hourly, and then bounce back up. We won't know. Why? Because we're stuck in this zone. Funnily enough, where were we a couple of days ago? We were exactly in the same sort of scenario. We were waiting for the intention. There was your intention. Out of the Asian session, stop, hunt, rise, drop. Retrace back up. Red candle. Anyone uses the MT4 platform and they would have seen that red candle, would have been able to take a beautiful trade at that point. Why? Look at the confluence that was coming into play. Here we go. Look at the confluences. You've got the psychological high right there. All right, you should see it pop up right there. Psychological high. You can't see it. It says psychological high. 60,677. All right, psychological high. Retrace red candle. Spikes the 200. Spikes the 50 EMA. Triggers the guys to go short, which is the 13 EMA. All right. Reverses price back up. Shows support at the pivot point. Confirms the M3 pivot. Rise out of the zone. Happy days. Did any news come out today? None. I don't think. I don't think any news came out today. Did it come out today? Who knows? If we've got this IPO coming tomorrow, happy days. You know? Doesn't make sense. There you go. Yeah. Joe, listen. It's variation on the theme. This is what I mean. Because price has stopped, we now have to understand what's going on. But look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this candle right now. Yeah? Stopping volume right there. Again, tap the 50. Come back down. Tap the zone. What are they doing? Like, we are only going to know if they break down. The 5 and the 13 are pretty flat. The 50 is edging towards turning, but going flat as well. The 200 has got clear momentum to the upside, and that is the 50 EMA on the hourly. So do you understand what I mean? Alejandro, I'm going to be doing that, man. I'm going to be doing that. Walmart is buying $1 billion of Bitcoin. Wow. Nah, they were buying Bitcoin here, guys. Walmart was buying here. There's no way that was speculation. That's people reacting to hearing about the news when they released it. You know, that they were buying here. You think Walmart is going to buy when it's rising? Get out, man. Walmart is buying. Walmart is giving liquidity, man. You know? Vasil, listen, you can watch the Forex one or the crypto one. It's up to you, my friend. All the information is relevant. Well, what they'll do now is this IPO business, okay? Just the concept of Coinbase being listed on the stock exchange is just anyone that is a crypto enthusiast is just going to get invested in it. All right? That's how it is. How many EMAs do we use? 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 EMAs. The 5 EMA, the 13 EMA, the 50 EMA, the 200 and the 800 EMA. That's all you need. There's no indicators on this chart other than this TDI down here, which is useful sometimes. It's great on the scalping strategy, guys. Trentborn Farms, probably. There is probably a W. News inflation rates were released. Well, US dollar, that pretty much explains why dollar yen maybe dropped today. But she didn't really drop that much, man. She's just only come back down to test. Look at man. Ah, man, 109. Still not testing it. I actually believe that dollar yen is going to reverse. She could actually come down lower. But until she breaks this point here. I mean, she's recovered the previous projection point. Happy days. But they're holding the majors. Look, GBP USD not going anywhere. Flat. Favoring higher prices. USD CAD. I mean, look at that. Right there, just wild behavior, completely distorting the moving averages. Look, it's just completely blown out of park. Kiwi yen, holding. So let's look at some minors. Euro AUD. Rising slowly. Euro GBP. My God, they are holding everything across the board. That is nuts. See these wild spikes to the highs and back? Like, there's nothing happening. You want these sort of behaviors, guys. These trends. Yeah? Happy days, Sakib. Happy days. Euro Swiss. No, dollar Swiss. There you go. Just dropping. Dropping. Extended 9 days away from its formation, man. That's crazy. Dropping for 9 days. Nearly 5 times its ADR. Jeez. That's a lot of ADR movement, man. Here we go. Bitcoin. I'm going to bring Bitcoin up. There's Ethereum. Okay. Alright, let me get ADA up and then I'm going to get myself a quick drink. 2 seconds then. Let me just get ADA. Doing exactly the same as Ripple. XRP, look. Exactly the same. And look, you can see a nice W formation. That was it. You got to remember, ADA wasn't really doing anything. Right? Because look. She's been stuck in this boring zone. Okay. Yeah, granted, she has come back up here. Okay. But she's been stuck in this really volatile zone and not really showing any traction. They're holding it, man. They are all waiting for Coinbase tomorrow. I'm telling you now. Everyone is waiting for it. The only thing that I see, all right, that is actually moving, all right, is gold. That's all I see. I only see gold moving, which is telling me that investors are kind of scared right now because they don't know how to handle everything. But then Bitcoin moved today. What I'm seeing, right, is the fact that dollar hasn't moved. Dollar yen hasn't moved. You're right. Yeah, she has traded away. Don't get me wrong. But she really hasn't gone anywhere. Anywhere for me to say, yeah, man, look at that. You know? Okay, what I could do is I could actually extend this pattern here. And extend it. Get myself ready for a long. But there's no conviction. Look, moving averages. Fan to the downside. So, pointing downwards. Yeah? Oh, where have you sent that, Jerome? No worries, Billy. Listen, I hope everyone is all good tonight, man. Hope everyone is all good. We've had an interesting stream this past few days. I notice when I stream when Bitcoin is ranging, no one's interested. They want to stay away. They can't bear looking at their charts. And then when Bitcoin decides to move, everybody's interested in why Bitcoin's moved. People starting to believe that Bitcoin's the new gold. You know what? Whether it hits as the new gold. I mean, Jerome, what's your opinion on that, my friend? What's your opinion on the basis of Bitcoin being the new gold? Do you think Bitcoin could actually achieve full statusship of a safe haven as an asset? Let me know your thoughts, bro. Let me know your thoughts. I'm only... Nice one, desired species, man. That's nice. All right, I'm going to get myself a drink and then we're going to look at BNB. 2 seconds, guys. Right, let me tell you something. A lot of people like to put their... Just look at it like this. Everyone has their view on Bitcoin. And you need to understand this to really garner how to really approach trading. Because a lot of it is all about self-fulfilling prophecies. That's all it is. All right? Now imagine one person thinks Bitcoin's going to go to 90, 200, 300,000. I saw one thumbnail that said Ripple was going to go, XRP was going to go to £10,000 a coin. You know, we had that with Ethereum. You know, Ethereum's going to go to 10K, Bitcoin to 1 million. Everyone seems to be bringing this idea of, you know, I think it's going to go, I think it's going to go. At the end of the day, right, the markets are going to do exactly what people think. And people think in terms of money, right? So if you think it's going to go up, you know, you're going to buy. And if there's enough people that think it's going to go up, market maker's going to step in and be that guy to build his shorts on your back. All right? The marketplace is just there for you to satisfy your desire or your impression on Bitcoin, gold, dollar yen, XRP. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. All right? Whether we're in a bullish trend, bearish, whatever. At the end of the day, price will always rise, price will always drop. All right? The whole point of this game is to be in the good side when it runs in your favor, and get out if it's not going in your favor. That's the best way to help you understand this game. You can say what Bitcoin's going to be in a year's time. Someone's asking, what is my prediction of Bitcoin in a year's time? Tell me what the weather's like and I'll tell you what Bitcoin's going to be like in a year's time. Don't know. No one knows. That's the truth. And market makers thrive on that. They know that people, you know, they solidify their understanding of cryptocurrency, of, you know, Forex, bonds, stocks, by putting money down. Yeah? Yeah, Ian. Who cares? A trader doesn't care if Bitcoin goes to 90K. He's going to trade his way to it. Right, Mohammed. Crypto doesn't have market makers. There are no big banks involved yet. In exchanges? Who says market makers were banks? Market makers move banks' liquidity. Right? You think HSBC, you think Lehman Brothers, Goldman Sachs, or JP Morgan, whatever banks are out there. You think they're going to come and move Bitcoin's price? No. Market maker. He's standing there with his hands and he's waving at these institutional funds and all the other guys, pools, insurance, you know, governments. And he's like, hey guys, what's up? Give me your money. And they're like, yeah, sure, please, please, please. They give their money to the market maker. The name itself, market maker. He comes to the exchanges, the platforms, right? He's there discussing it, and not discussing it, but he's got all of his algorithms designed, okay, to fulfill orders. All right? Yes, cryptocurrency, decentralized, there's no banks involved, but they've got the bank's money. All right? And we trade on exchanges. That's liquidity. There you go, mere mortal. Key point. Desired species, yeah, the slower the market maker moves price, the more money they make and manipulation they can do. It's actually the reverse. The slower the market maker moves price, it means the true trend is in play. Remember, they can't move billions of dollars in one moment, all right? Only news can let them do that, all right? The slow trend is the true trend. The fast move is the false move. You know, that's how it works. Go and have a look. You think the market maker moves price up for all the updates and releases of updates to gather liquidity and selling off after the new buyers are in? JD, the principle is it's based on that principle. You know, remember, there are not market makers. They make the market. All right, it's as simple as that. They make the market. If you've got a batch of traders coming into the marketplace with thousands of orders, before you can buy anything, someone has to sell you something because you want to realize a profit on your position. So what liquidity are you going to take? You're not going to take from someone else's buy. No, because you're both on the same interest, the same desire. You want to realize a return on your purchase, your buy. You want price to rise. The only thing that you can take from is the liquidity from the opposite side of the trade, which is a sell. That's the market maker's position. All right? He makes the market. He binds all these orders together. He gets the liquidity, feeds it out with these algorithms, takes a cut in the spread, takes a cut on the actual trade itself, and then he puts his own money in the game. That's why they move price to certain zones and pull it back. Average daily range, range daily high. Why does the range daily high, price always pulls away from it? And the range daily low, price always pulls away from it. Because they've achieved what they wanted to achieve for the day. They've moved price the way they want to move it. They've realized the return. They've hit their target. Bang. Reset. Let's start again. Yeah, Jerome, that's cool, man. Happy days. How does price even get made? For example, the price to go up, there needs to be more buyers than sellers. No. The market maker, he is the guy there. Okay? So what does he do to encourage people to start buying? Well, people buy on fear and greed. They don't want to miss out. Cryptocurrency is the most fashionable thing right now, and not everyone is adopting it. How crazy is that? Yeah? How crazy is that? That's what I don't understand. And what you need to understand is, if you just look at this candle here, all right? This candle didn't start off green, all right? They started the move off here. They triggered the guys to go long. They encouraged them to go short because they tapped the 50 EMA. All right? They found support at the psychological high. Market maker moves price up. He gets all the moon boys in. Now, look, I know when we say moon boys, yeah, it's funny, haha, moon boys and all that stuff. But without the moon boys, we ain't going to get our liquidity. Without people feeling fearful, we ain't going to be able to capitalize on that. And that's the sad truth about this game. Right? Someone needs to lose for you to win. Likewise, someone is going to win when you lose. That's the zero-sum principle right there. This is why this game is so complicated for people. Because they can't understand, when they make an entry, price, it goes against them. And then it always goes in the direction that they originally were in the first place. Can you imagine that's happening to thousands of people? Boy. You need to capture, you need to grab the moments where the market maker cannot hide his intention. And he does that via what? Vector candles, retrace, spikes to the low, but keeps the zone contained, reverses back up, forms a pattern, comes back to the average. He has to reset the zone, get ready for market maker to lay down his cards again. And it's crazy, man. People try and put algorithms and mathematical equations to literally work out what the market maker's going to do next. So that what you're saying to me is, you have effectively created a formula that can exploit the psychology. And when I'm talking psychology, I'm saying that you've effectively understood how to read people's behavior at a certain point in time in an uncertain market, in an uncertain realm. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Math is based on fact. 1 + 1 is 2. Yeah? But in marketplace, not everyone's going to have the same conception of value. For example, everyone was building shorts here. Everyone was talking about Bitcoin going to drop. What happened? See in a bit. Off she goes. Puts all those people, blows out their accounts, get wrecked, as they put it. And look where we are right now. Yeah? We got the 15 minutes until Sydney opens. Let's see what happens. Yarksy, it's just a listing tomorrow, IPO. Can you talk about how you determine the M levels? See the price has surpassed. What was the M5? Okay, so the M levels are based on support and resistance points in the chart. Okay, so it takes the high and the low and the close divided by 3, and it pinpoints the M levels based on the previous session. That's how it does it. Billy, exactly that. It's exactly that. Do you think Walmart would have been satisfied with buying here? Nah. Walmart's coming to the marketplace with $1 billion. You think they're going to be buying and buy when it's rising? Don't be silly. That's why they held the zone here. Yeah, go to the market maker. Right? What you think Walmart opens its own Binance account? Right, and says, right, let's start buying Bitcoin. Nah, man, they got people in the system. When you come with a big order like that, market maker's like $1 billion. Chump change, but it's change nonetheless. $1 billion is chump change, guys. FTU, where do I think XRP end of April? Who knows, my friend? We follow the cycle. And I will never tell anyone where I think anything's going to go. I'll give you a projection point, but that's it. You're 10K up on your Bitcoin trade. Well done, my friend. If you guys are still in trades, please pay yourselves. Michael Scott, why? Were you building shorts? Did you believe that price was going to drop? Because there was no reason for you to believe it was going to drop. They were not giving us signs that it was going to drop. Remember, guys, when you see these... Yeah. When we see these... I was just reading Jeremiah's comment. When you see these zones getting played out and these candlesticks forming above key or below a certain area, okay, ask yourself why it's not tapping down these zones. Why do they keep probing the downside? They're probing it, tapping it, because they know guys are committing to going short. Look how many guys got excited when this broke down the 200 EMA, which is the 50 EMA on the hourly. How many guys got excited? Yeah, my shorts got triggered. Happy days. Retrace back up, hit the stops, done, finished. Next. They do exactly the same again. Right, this time it's going to drop because it's broken down the 50. Back. Let's them see a bit of, profit. Bang. Touches the 200. Back up it goes. Did it again. You know how many people got confused the hell out of today because of that pure base, that psychological movement in that area by just bringing price up and bringing it back down. They allowed them to realize and return to the upside and say, hold on, it's actually going to go up. Happy days, let's go long. Bang, they brought it back down again. Oh, we're really going to stay short. Come on then. We need confirmation of a short. Breaks down again. So it keeps them committed. They're keeping their money in because once you go on tilt, guys, you're fighting. You've been watching Bitcoin rising. You are under the impression that price needs to continue up because you have this self-fulfilling prophecy that the masses believe Bitcoin is going to rise. At this point in time, we don't know what it's really going to do next until the market maker lays down his cards. And that's the basis of this game. And this is why projection helps. Because you deliver, you present yourself with all these confluences that come into play. Psychological high. How many times has it hit the lows, the highs, 3 pins? What's the moving average doing? Is it tapping the moving average and coming back? Why does it keep coming back and pulling away from a certain zone? What are they doing? Working the lows. Look, working the lows. People see this as indecision. Hell no, man. You think the market maker doesn't know where price is going to go? The only people that don't know where it's going to go are the retail traders. And we're in that category too, which is why we have these patterns in place. This is why we got to understand why is Bitcoin right now stuck in this area. It's come back down to the 50 on the 50-minute time frame, but not the 200. We understand that the 200 EMA on the 50-minute time frame is the 50 EMA on the hourly. That's what we like to see in terms of a consolidation. Happy days. If it bounces away from there, great. If it's still got strength and they still favor higher prices, man, we're just going to sit and wait, which is why my projections are still up here. Average daily range highs, 65,223. If it hits it, happy days. If it doesn't, we work on the next move. Is this the part of a mini, head and shoulders pattern or a mini M? When are we going to know? Well, when price breaks down, okay, below the 50, and then starts coming down, we'll know from the 200 if their intention is to go low because it will hit the 200, retrace back up. The 50 would have aligned itself. It would have found resistance at the 50 and then continuation to the downside. And what have you got? The pattern. There you go. You can make it as complicated as you want, guys. Who said that? Who said that? Who said I make it sound like a conspiracy? Man, it's not a conspiracy. This is in plain sight. That's the thing. It's happening in plain sight. There's no conspiracy. It's happening in plain sight. Yeah? We say market maker because we don't know his name from Peter to Paul. All right? Because we can't say, oh, it's Jonathan from down the way. Right? Because we don't know his name. We make it look like a conspiracy. Nah, man. Look, it's guys with a lot of money. People go to these guys and ask them, fill this in this zone. Happy days. Take your cut. Let's go. Yeah? And yeah, and even if it was a conspiracy, it's a fucking profitable one. I'll tell you that. Let me tell you that for 50p. Yeah? All right, then. Oh, Matthew. If only you knew. Yes, the reason why, yeah, Desired. Listen, people don't want to believe that the markets are rigged because we are so controlled. It hurts, man. Yeah, it hurts. You know, and to challenge it and say, we give them the benefit of the doubt and say, oh no, it couldn't be a conspiracy. No, they wouldn't do that to us. But we're okay paying tax. That's another story. Anyway, that is another story. Happy days. That's why I trade Forex. Because I can't guarantee to them my income. They can't guarantee I'll get paid. And I like that stalemate. Digital metal, listen. Do I believe, right, that this firmly, do I firmly believe that's a valid M? Well, until it plays out. Yeah? Tina, you're my father. You know, it's, I don't know, like, if it plays out, I know what to look for. And you guys should know what to look for. You know? I mean, yeah, look, guys, straight up, yeah. If you guys think this market isn't rigged, okay, then boy, you're coming into the wrong industry. Wrong industry. Right? You can't think there's fair play in this game. Boy, fair play. So why do 95% of players lose in this game? If this game wasn't rigged, okay, we would have so many winners in this game. But then we wouldn't have a marketplace because everyone will be making money. No one will be able to lose and transfer liquidity from left to right. It needs to be like this. It needs to come across as rigged. Why? Because the market maker ain't going to make money on you. If you're not coming in to buy anything, you came to a marketplace where you can't make a profit. What are you doing in this place? Yeah? Doesn't make sense, does it? How can it not be rigged? It's just that we attach the word rigged as a bad thing. No, it's the mechanism of how they move money in these exchanges, right? Is a legitimate thing, right? It's a speculative investment. It goes up and it goes down. There's no one single value. There's no such thing as, like, for example, like a stable coin. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything, right? It's people's interpretation of value of a coin, of a currency, of an asset at a point in time. And not every point in time is exactly the same. It's uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen next. And when we try and avoid of thinking or needing to know what's going to happen next, we can actually trade the movement. Why? Because we're not distorting our approach. We're not distorting our understanding of the market. Right? We're not basing it on an emotional attachment of, oh, I think. Fuck that. There's no point. You're just fighting yourself. In the meantime, you're committing your money and you're losing it, asking yourself, why did Bitcoin go down? It should have gone down because technical analysis says, nah. Understand the general consensus of what's going on in the zone. What is the market maker trying to make you think? Because you're the liquidity. That's another story. This is it, guys. We are here to play the players. Right? There you go. Daniel, man. That's true. In poker, don't tap the glass. You'll scare the fish. The fish are the greatest players in poker. The fish is the guy that if he sees you raising, he's going to call absolutely everything with anything because he's got it in for you. Why are you raising all the time? You surely can't be sitting with aces all the time. Man, I used to raise 7 deuce off suit, 3 times the blind, 4 times, continuation bets, going all in on the river. Yeah? I don't play my cards. I play the person that's trying to play me with his cards. He isn't playing me with his mind. He's playing with his cards and his chips. All right? And I can exploit him in 2 ways. With his fear of losing or the idea of seeing the chips in the middle, that he's going to win it. And then I just get him to commit all of his chips. And before you know it, he's scratching his head thinking, but I thought I won. I think the best way to see poker is if you can make them believe that they've won with their hand, you can crush them. Make them believe that they've won with their hand, then that's when the weakness comes out. And you can exploit that. They'll be committed. A fish is someone that will stay in the hand. But that's poker for you, man. Poker is the basis of poker, man. I learned a lot from poker. I learned a ton of things in poker, man. The player is you. In this game, the player is you. Alex, you know what? You will reap the benefit of that, my friend. Trust me, you will reap the benefit. Don't worry. I'm getting a lot of guys a Patreon for poker lessons. Oh, God, man. Jeremiah, listen. You're saying I'm just trying to win enough not to have to work again. Am I asking too much? No. But if you can just get rid of the idea of winning to not work, okay, and just focus on winning, all right, before you know it, you'll have no choice but to stop working. Yeah? Come away from the idea of trying to make money in this game whilst trying to make money at the same time. Funny, isn't it? Like, how do you do that? How do you focus on not making money whilst trying to make it at the same time? Simple. You trade the pattern. Naturally, you make an entry, right? If you realize a profit, happy days. But there's one thing that's going to turn you into a trader against the guy who's coming in for the money. All right? Money is cheap. Money is cheap. Why? Because there's so much of it out there. You can do 101 things to obtain it. Right? You have to be in it for the hunt. You have to want to grind. Right? You have to want to be able to say, look, I'm going to commit myself to this because I see the long term. Stop thinking that you're going to buy a Rolex in your first 2 trades. I mean, okay, if you can get a Rolex in your first 2 trades, you got lucky. All right? The idea is to love the hunt. Master the process. You need to know the process. Forget the money. It comes with the process because you can't apply the process without commitment of cash. Do you understand? So when you're learning this strategy, use the most minimal amount of money. Make yourself accountable, whether it's 10 cents, 10 pounds, 1,000 pounds. Okay? Use the minimal amount of cash to learn the game. Because a loss of £10 is no different to a loss of £1,000. It's just your attachment to the money that makes the difference. The loss is still the loss. The position is still a loss, okay? Whether it's 1,000,000, 1,000 or 10. Ultimately, it's your interpretation of that loss, all right? I made the mistake of paying to play, all right? And when I played, I lost. And I lost fucking good. I got good at losing. Man, I would start trading. I'd be like, all right, man, how well can we lose today? I literally started taking the piss out of myself, man. It was really that bad, right? I had my strategy down. I had everything down. But when it came to me coming to the charts, I knew I was up against the beast. And the beast was not the market maker. I was the fucking beast. It was me against me. And I had to go through shit to come over that, man. That beast comes out sometimes. He does come out. Especially when I snap at the trolls in the chat. That's when he comes out. I've managed to reverse that beast now. He comes out at the trolls, so I'm gonna bite them. Fuck you know. Oh my days. At the end of the day, guys, we're all traders. We don't care if it goes up or down. We'll place the trade. We'll play it out. All right. Sydney is now open. Let's see where she's at. Ethereum, what are you doing? My lady Ethereum, where are you? I've neglected you. Actually, I've neglected dollar yen, to be honest with you. I ain't been paying her any attention. And look what she's doing, man. She's just stuck in this boring zone. No wonder I ain't trading you lately. You ain't doing anything for me. I've actually favoured Kiwi yen, to be fair. You know, dollar yen's cousin. Just look at this behaviour, man. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Gold, look at that. No, not gold, silver. Nice. Litecoin, where's Litecoin? I haven't paid her attention either. Interesting. Ooh, nice little gap up by Litecoin. And stuck in the range, look. Stuck in the psychological zones. How cool is that? XRP on here. There you go. Stopping volume on the 15-minute time frame. Alright. Happy days. Rise, retrace, continuation up. Let's see how she plays out. If it always has to complete 5 levels up, but the same 5 down would always come back to the same levels. That's okay. I'm still struggling to understand properly. Listen, the M patterns, the M zones, okay? They don't always have to complete them, right? They are just areas that price could potentially go. They are profit points that we could take. No different to the Fibonacci method, all right? But when you watch the previous streams, okay, you will see how they respect them. You will see when the M2 pivot holds, price moves out. Notice now, look, the pivots have adjusted. We've now moved to different zones. Let me just get this Bitcoin chart up. Look, the pivots, they haven't adjusted on here yet. Okay, but they've adjusted on this one. All right. They've adjusted in the new zone. Hold on a sec. There's my projection point there. Man, we're so close to my projection of 70k, man. We've been riding, and I said it to you from day one, right? I'll call 70k, and we're going to ride price all the way to that direction. Happy days, man. I just love this game. And you guys are going to love it too. Right? Because you ain't got to sit through the BS of trying to understand what's really happening. Luckily, we've got a channel like this that's going to help you guys. I love this game. I will sit and watch charts all day, every day. If I stop the channel, I'll still do exactly the same. I'll stream to myself. Fuck it. I enjoy this game. You know, it keeps my edge going. I am on my game when I'm putting projections out. Right? I have to be on my game when the projections are being put out. It's not why is it hasn't updated it, my friend. It hasn't updated the chart. Don't worry about that. There's Ethereum. Jace, okay, I got you. Ethereum chart's right there. It's funny how caps make you look like, you know, someone shouting at you in silence. Getting shouted at in silence. The logic of that shit, man. Okay then. Market maker. Wyckoff composite operator. The composite man. Ha! The good old composite man. A collection of market makers and large institutional operators with a coinciding goal, making the market maker composite man a valid abstraction. Thank you very much, Jerome. He just gave you the theoretical approach to what a market maker is. The composite man. He's the man that does the shit in here. He's the guy that adapts. He's the one that changes. Right? And all day, every day, we're here trying to work out what the composite man's going to do. That's the nature of our game. Tina, where do you think you would be if you had a guy like you 11 years ago teaching that stuff? Where would I be? I'll still be hiding myself, and I wouldn't reveal myself. I wouldn't let anybody know. I would still be doing this. I'd still be trading because I'm in the game for the hunt. Yeah, I'm in it because I want to understand their moves. I'm trying to get my projections down to a T because they don't change their behavior. There's a variation of it. But my goal is to see as many variations of retraces to the 50, retraces to the 200, the W formation, the M formation, you know, the rejection of the 200 from the highs, the rejection. You see, that's what I'm trying to get you to see. There are so many ways to utilize this strategy. All right. That's why it's effectively a hybrid. I'm taking two schools of thought, merging them together, taking both concepts of what is a buy and what is a sell. All right. Bringing it together and saying to myself, right, okay, this is how we exploit it. Why? Can we exploit it? Because human behavior doesn't change, guys. All right. It doesn't. You know? That's the basis of it. And you can't accept that. If you come to this game thinking that there is a mathematical code to working out what the market maker's going to do next, well, you're going to keep writing that math. And you're going to keep getting that reoccurring decimal all the time. Never going to give you an end result. Why? Because we're operating in uncertainty, man. It's a vortex of shit. Do you understand? People doing the same thing over and over again, but we don't know when. That's the key. We don't know when they're going to do it, but we know at some point they will. I mean, what is that for a marketplace, man? How you see the level? How you see the 3 level of XRP today? How did I see it? Jace, Tino, I'm down 4k in a short position on Ethereum. My ego is... What can I say to you, man? What can I say to you? Sean. My wife wants a divorce. I'm sorry. The levels themselves, all right? The way you understand the levels is you just work out the consolidations. The way we determine a level is this. Look, we go to the 1 hour time frame, right? Because that's what they do. They watch the hour. Every hour, there's always a new move, new momentum. Here's a little tip. Pay attention to the last 5-6 minutes of candles on the 1 minute time frame just before the hour ends. Look at the movement and you will see the intention of the market maker every time. All right. They start it at the first part and then they finish at the end. All right. The middle part is just the base of it. You want to pay attention to the last few minutes of the start of a new candle and look at the last few minutes and then pay attention to the previous last few minutes of the existing candle you come out from, if you understand. Okay. So for example, watch this. Right, let me just do this. This is the 1 minute time frame. No, yeah, this is the 1 minute time frame. All right, let me just actually get this chart up. No, get this one up, and I'm going to install this indicator here. All right then. Can you see these candles? All right. Ignore the fact that you've got these overlays here. Just ignore that. Pay attention to these candles. All right. This whole candle is how the 1 minute time frame prints within an hour. Okay. Are we seeing that? Yeah. Focus on the last few minutes of the candle. Right. Look what happens. Price rises up. The middle part comes down. Last few minutes, pay attention to it. You'll start to see a pattern. Yeah, look, we've just come out of a zone right here. Look, new hour candle right here. Okay, 10 minutes. Look what happened. Tapping the lows, tapping the lows. Coming back up. Bringing price down, bringing it back up. Back down, bringing it back up. Yeah? Oh, there you go, guys. Wow, that is huge. Coinbase is a direct listing, not an IPO, meaning price is traded from the get-go. Boy. That means big numbers. There's a lot of money waiting to be pumped into Coinbase tomorrow, man. That is crazy. A lot of money. All right. I'll get this indicator put into the Discord, guys, if you want it. It's called M candles. You can use it on any time frame. All right. You just have to know your time set. So if you're going to put the 1 minute on the hourly, you need to put it to 60. All right. So here's an example. Don't know if you can't see it. Doesn't matter. But I'll do a video on that and help you guys understand that. Okay, then where are we at with Bitcoin? Let's get rid of those. All right, then. I mean, I think, guys, yeah, we've got Tokyo in an hour. I mean, because of daylight saving, guys, it's long, and I don't want to keep you guys, you know, sitting around just listening to me babble on about this when you can go back in the previous streams and hear exactly the same shit. Sorry I said that, but hey. All right. But let's understand where we are, and then we'll finalize the stream for you. Okay, here we go. We know Bitcoin is at the level 3 peak formation. All right. It only came out of the zone today. We're at midweek reversal point. Now there may be an extension. The midweek reversal might happen tomorrow at the New York session. All right. It could even happen on a Thursday. All we know right now is Bitcoin is still above the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA on the 15-minute. Drop down to the hourly, and she's above all of them. All right. She's very extended, but she has started to come back a little bit. Okay. So could I say that this is an aggressive move to, you know, to the side or to the downside? Well, no, not really, because it's still respecting its 5 and 13 EMA. So until price breaks below the 5 and the 13 EMA on the hourly and closes below it, and the 5 and the 13 cross, that's a signal that things are going to change. When the 13 EMA crosses the 50 EMA on the hourly, you're in a full-fledged cycle to the downside, which would imply that this M pattern is going to send price down. Price is going to break through the 50, retrace back up and test the 50 in continuation to the downside and try and take the 200 EMA. If they're not satisfied with the 200 EMA, they will come back up, repeat the pattern, and then continue down. By the time it's done that, you would have done drop level 1, drop level 2, drop level 3, peak formation. That could happen at the 800 EMA. All right? This is a plausible area. It could go down there. But until it shows us that price action, we've got no reason to believe otherwise. Right now, it's stuck in a range. We've got big news happening. Protect your capital. Your capital doesn't always have to be in the market. Cash is a position. And cash is a much better position than a losing position, or should I say, going into a trade on the basis that you don't want to miss out on something. That's FOMO, man. You know, don't do that to yourself. All right? That's Bitcoin. Ethereum, same story. Okay? Notable volume coming in at the M5 pivot. All right? The zones are going to reset soon. All right? We've now got new ADR in play because the previous session achieved that extension of that move. Could this news about the IPO tomorrow or direct trading, whatever it is on Coinbase, is it just going to keep sending price up? All right? Well, we're only going to know that if they stay above the key areas. All right? Notice. Where is she? Where are you? Where are my psychological highs and lows? Oh, there they are. There's a psychological high. You can see that. It's clearly away from it. She may continue up a little bit more, and at the end of the week, it could come back down. We won't know because we're in that stagnated mode now. We're stuck in a zone. We don't know yet. We know what we're looking for in terms of signals wise. All right. So protect your cash. Don't gamble on the idea of you thinking that it's going to do what you expect it to do. Now, that's how you guarantee to burn yourself out in this game. All right. Likewise with Ripple. Okay. Coming back to the moving averages. It's the same story. Previous area where they went long. What do we know? All right. Okay, guys, listen, I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you so much. All right. But because we got this schedule in play, I've got projection videos I need to do. Okay. And it's been a busy day for me. Absolutely busy day. Just got to get myself, so I'm going to try and get to bed as soon as I can. And just enjoy a nice early night's sleep. Once the Tokyo session opens, guys, please be careful. All right. But other than that, it has been an absolute pleasure as always. What I would like you to do, okay, is when the video finishes, all right, I want you to make a commitment. I'm going to impress the mind, all right? I'm going to impress the mind. When this video finishes, go to the comments and put I will. Make your intention real, all right? That's none of that motivational talk BS. I'm being real with you guys, okay? Make the intention, because this game's about accountability, all right? Go enjoy your evening, guys. Mad love to all of you. Take care.